So we're at the Samsung Heavy Industries shipyard in South Korea, and we're building 6 LNG ships as part of a 13-ship program. This is the biggest shipbuilding program that Chevron Shipping has ever undertaken. From an engineering perspective, this is the best in the world.
LNG is interesting because it's not a commodity in and of itself. Natural gas is the commodity. The only reason you liquefy the natural gas is so you can move it, and the only way to move it is on ships. You take it from parts of the world where there's really not a big market for it to parts of the world that really need that energy.
You do need a vessel or a fleet of the ships to carry the cargo from one point to another, and that's where we come in place.
These ships represent the latest frontier in terms of ships themselves. It is a new generation of ships.
The LNG itself, it's natural gas that's been cooled to minus 160 degrees centigrade. These LNG ships have special containment systems that hold that liquid natural gas at that temperature and transport it across the seas. What's also interesting is because there is a slight amount of natural gas that boils off, we take that natural gas and we use it as the cleanest burning fuel for the engines.
It's been really exciting to see how the team has really progressed the design, as well as actually be able to see the vessels built before our eyes.
You see how these massive structures are put together in modules, picked up by giant cranes, moved around the yard, and all comes together.
The steel was actually shipped from Korea to China, fabricated into block sections, and then put in place into a dry dock. The ship is then constructed like a large Lego project with all these blocks coming together from outside facilities, and then the ship slowly forms before your eyes. No matter how many times I see this process, it's still pretty amazing when they lift up large pieces of steel and rotate them, and they do multiple crane lifts at the same time and slot these things into place. It's pretty impressive. The big wow factor on an LNG ship is the LNG cargo tank. It's a 40,000 cube structure that's basically fully open.
This ship carries 4 tanks, 160,000 cubic meters of liquid natural gas.
It's great to see the company really building for the future. It's not just building the ships, it's also building organizational capability to operate the ships. The officers on board have to be highly competent.
It's an exciting experience for a captain. It's almost like an adventure because it's a totally new project. So we are pretty excited to put our hands on it and take it out of the yard and start sailing it.
We're really proud to have Chevron LNG ships carrying our LNG cargoes. Every mariner can be proud to know that they are a part of a meaningful Chevron opportunity to bring LNG to the world. It's a new area of growth for Chevron. We like bringing our ships into new ports. The LNG ship is the one movable part that goes around the world that everyone can see. And we're proud to see the Chevron logo on it. It says Chevron's here in the LNG business, and it makes every employee proud.